I don't even know where to begin. Things looking real dim. I mean, California insurance is going up for auto insurance. DEI hires no longer a thing. So if you working somewhere, you might want to hold on to that job. It's looking real bleak. Going to school. That's why I usually post in a car. I post in a car because I go to school and I go to work, and I got children, so it's kind of hectic anywhere but the car when I'm waiting to pick up the children. This is the best place to go to vent my opinion, my thoughts. Things are not looking good. California's burning up all over the place. We got the perfect government to deny all of the things that we need if it doesn't deal with money. And as I've said in one of my previous videos, money is a construct. Money is not morality. Money is not intelligence. Money is a construct. Money doesn't equate to being a good person or a bad person. It is fake. And with that being said, for some reason, it's a lot of bad people that's willing to do a lot of bad things just to get a hold of money. And a lot of good people that can be manipulated just to get a hold of money. We lost Snoop. That's certain. This man, we sent him to the Olympics. He's went all over the world. We boasted him up. We bought his music. And he turned on us. You can't hold people too high. And black people need to start acting like a monolith. I heard all during this whole last election cycle, oh, well, we're black people, and just because we're black people does not mean that we're a monolith. We can vote anyway. No, we are a monolith. Because when we was getting lynched back then, we were a monolith. We stuck together. Before Clarence Thomas pulled the ladder up behind him, we were a monolith. We worked together. We're the reason he had a space, a slot to wiggle into to get his feet in to the door. We were a monolith. We are a monolith. The time that ever since they created the term white and black to define people, we became a monolith and they became a monolith. And if we don't start acting like it, our pillar's about to get knocked the hell over. And we're going to be on our side somewhere, just like before. We need to start working together, voting together. We need to start bouncing the American dollar in our community, in our favor. If I get paid and I don't have any black grocery stores around me, I got what? Food for Less, Costco, Ralph's, Vons. Wherever I choose to spend that dollar, I bounce it once and it bounces out of the black neighborhood. We need to be able to bounce that dollar at least 7 times before it leaves the neighborhood. When I used to go boxing, I used to take my daughters. I bounced that dollar in the boxing studio. It was owned by a black man. He would bounce that dollar somewhere else for black people, and then it would bounce out of the community. We need to start bouncing our money within our own community. We need to start working together. But no, every time we get some money, we spend it somewhere else. I don't get it, man. I want to open up a shop so bad. People are like, well, why don't you? I wasn't trained on how to do these things. And I really wish that I were, because right now I want nothing more than to own my own business, and not for money, to help my community, because my community is dying. You can go on Temu and you can shop like a billionaire, but after you do, that money is gone. Never to be seen by your neighbors or anyone else in the community again. You are broke until the next pay cycle. You bounce that money right out of the hood. If you walk down the street and you see cracks in your cement, potholes, spray paint on the curb that says, oh, we're going to get to it, we're going to work on it, don't worry, and it's been there for years, they're not going to work on it. Every time you pay taxes, it goes to the better neighborhood. Not only does your tax money go to the better neighborhood in your district, but their money also goes to their neighborhood in their district. They're not only bouncing their own money in their own neighborhoods over and over and over, but they're collecting our money and bouncing our money in our neighborhoods as well. And if you don't believe me, look around. Where did you buy your weave from? Where did you buy your pick? Where did you buy your wave cap? Who owns that shop? Was it a black-owned shop? Is it your neighbor that runs that shop? Do they live in that community? I keep saying this, man. We slipping. This is why I'm in school. Because I'm enraged over the little that I was taught in my earlier years. Enraged. I run off of pure anger and desire to not put my children through the same system that I went through. I see Muslims working together. I see whites. We all see whites working together. We see the Asian community working together. But we see ourselves working against ourselves. And everyone else sees it as well. It's not a secret. It's ridiculous. We need to be a monolith. We need to vote together for power change. We need to move as one. We moved as one, we'd be a healthier community for it. We would know what foods not to eat and to eat, what foods to buy and not to buy. We wouldn't be sold off of the Mountain Dew Blues and the hot Cheetos and the Takis. We would know, because we would communicate these things. We would work together. You'd be able to see black book clubs sprouting up in random areas and switching ideas and rotating information. You'd see growth in leadership. Your children would get to see how you're evolving and how you're giving back to the neighborhood. Instead, all your children see is you struggle, and they expect to struggle. That's what they expect. That's number one. They know I'm going to struggle, or I'm going to break the law so I don't have to struggle. We're on a board, and as soon as we fall off the board, the new board pieces, our children, they take our places and they do exactly what we did in the board. So if you don't struggle, if you don't use this pain, you don't use this hatred for your situation, this anger, this rage, this radioactive fuel to do better, then go ahead and sink, homie. Go ahead and sink. That's all.